If you want to be wealthy, there's one principle you absolutely need to understand, and it's called sacrifice. Yeah, I know, novel concept, right? I'm sure you've never heard that one before. Anybody who wants any amount of wealth, whether you want to be a multimillionaire or you just want enough wealth to live comfortably, not have any worries, the reality is that you can't have everything that you want right now. Things have to get pushed down the line. Yeah, that dream home in LA that you've always wanted might not be the best time for that. That trip to Mexico, yeah, that money might be better spent somewhere else currently. You can't stop spending and spending and spending on Amazon. You might need to just close your account, because what you also need to understand is that this is not optional. Either what you want, the gratification you want, gets pushed down the line, or you're pushing your wealth further down the line. Because when we indulge in things that we can't or we can just barely afford, actually what we're doing is we're taking a loan against our future self. That future wealth, that future stability, that future security that we want down the line, yeah, we're taking loans against those things. So when you take that $5,000 trip to Mexico and you only have $6,000 in your account now, really what you're doing is you are, again, taking a loan against yourself, and you are paying interest, because that growth that $5,000 could have been partaking in, you're going to have to work much, much harder to make up for that growth that you missed out on. And those numbers only get worse the more and more and more we continue to indulge in these gratifications that we really don't need and can't afford right now. Because let's be honest, most of us don't just do this once. We do this several times. And we do it with big things, but we especially do it with small things. Maybe it's not always a trip to Mexico. It's the DoorDash, it's the Amazon, it's the whatever other thing you like to spend all of your money on. And so then we end up needing to work 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 times as hard to make up for what we could have had with much less effort much earlier. Because again, all we're doing is pushing it down the line. That retirement, that early retirement you want, maybe you want to retire at 40, 50. Well, it's harder to do that when the growth that you could have been experiencing is being pushed back further and further and further. So yes, money is a very valuable resource, and we can't just spend it carelessly. But we also need to understand that money works best with time. The more time we give our money to grow, the more effective that growth is going to be, and the sooner we can reap those rewards. But it's going to require you sacrifice something right now. Instead of doing those things that cost us that money, that cost us that time, we need to learn how to make the correct decisions. And you want to learn more about what those are and how to do them, then go ahead, leave a like and leave a follow to get into and stay into your money mentality.